This is the before and after of our redesign for our subscribers' home, and we'll show you the entire process of achieving this look. Today, we're working on Zach's home from Ireland. You'll see the step-by-step process of transforming this space into a Japandi interior style. This is the 7th design in our challenge to complete 100 interiors in a year. In this series, you'll get practical ideas for materials, decor, and furniture arrangements that you can use in your own home. Before we start designing, let's look at his home's current state, focusing on the living, dining, and kitchen areas since he's having the most difficulty with their layout and interior design. The floor plan measures 26 square meters or 280 square feet. As you enter from the main door on the upper right, the kitchen is positioned along the upper left side. The kitchen remains in this location because it keeps the workflow efficient while maximizing counter space. The dining area was on the lower right near the balcony, but the rectangular table felt cramped. So we're moving it to the upper middle with a round table for better flow and more space. Meanwhile, the living area that is placed on the lower left will be staying, but replacing the 2-seater sofa and the accent chair with a 3-seater sofa can free up space, making the setup more open and flexible. The space felt disorganized because the kitchen, dining, and living areas blended together without clear separation. That's why we're adding a partition in the middle right to create definition and improve flow. Let's start with the living area. You can start by creating a mood board to visualize the design. This will be your guide in transforming each area to match the style you want. Now, take a look at the before setup. The space feels empty and lacks warmth. Since the owner wants a Japandi-inspired and more inviting look, we'll see how we can improve it. For the flooring, he originally had darker wood tones, but this made the space feel smaller. So, to make it look more open, you can replace it with light wood tiles that have a natural wood grain texture. Next, the walls. Painting the main wall in an off-white shade keeps everything light and airy, making it a perfect base for the rest of the design. Then, to brighten up the space, install warm pin lights on the ceiling. These give you soft, even lighting without feeling too harsh. But to add depth and character, you can create an accent wall in a warm earth taupe color with a half-circle shape. This brings in subtle contrast without overpowering the space. Now, let's go to the layout. Since the 2-seater sofa and an accent chair take up too much space, we can replace them with a modern 3-seater sofa in off-white along the main wall. This piece keeps the space looking sleek but still provides comfort. To make it feel more inviting, add pillows in warm, earthy tones. These create a soft contrast while keeping everything cohesive. Since there was no coffee table before, let's put one. A marble-top coffee table with a golden metal frame will be placed in front of the sofa. Then, to complete the styling, place a book and a plant on top to bring life to the space. On the left side of the sofa, you can add a wooden C-shaped side table. This gives you a spot for small vases and decorative items, while keeping the space minimal and functional. To define the seating area, lay down an off-white rug with a subtle grid design. This helps anchor the space and makes it feel more structured and cozier. Now, let's add some decor. Above the sofa, create a gallery wall with 3 paintings. This adds personality and gives the space a focal point. Then, place an indoor plant beside the sofa to bring in a touch of nature. For additional lighting, a woven rattan floor lamp with an open lattice pattern will add texture and a soft glow to the space. Above, install a pendant light with thin wooden slats in a fan-like structure. This enhances the natural elements and adds warmth to the room. For the windows, go with wooden blinds. These let you control the light while keeping the natural look. What do you think of the changes so far? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. Moving in front of the sofa, right beside the balcony door, you'll set up the TV area. To enhance this space, add a fluted wall for texture, place a clock on it, and install an LED strip light to highlight the design. Then, position a TV console to keep things open and provide storage for essentials. Style it with vases and books to make the space look polished. Above the console, install floating shelves and decorate them with framed artwork and vases to keep everything cohesive. Finally, place the TV at the center of the console to make the setup feel visually balanced and complete. And before we move on to the next area, let's take a quick look at how this space turned out. Moving on to the dining area, here's the mood board we created for this space. The previous setup of this area had a 4-seater wooden rectangular table positioned in the lower right near the balcony door. But this arrangement made the space feel cramped, so we're moving it to the upper middle section to improve flow and make movement easier. Instead of the previous rectangular dining table, you can replace it with a round wooden dining table. This shape works better in the new layout because it allows for a more open and inviting setup. To complement the table, linen textured dining chairs with rounded curved backrests and metal legs are added. These chairs not only provide comfort, but also enhance the simple and natural Japandi style of the space. To make the dining area feel more grounded, a round woven jute rug is placed underneath. This helps define the space while adding warmth and texture. For a more polished look, a centerpiece is added to the table, a simple vase with greenery. It's a small detail, but it brings life and personality into the space. Now, let's talk about the wall decor. On one side of the dining area, a simple nature painting is placed to enhance the warm and organic feel. For the main lighting, a layered woven rattan pendant light is installed above the table. Hanging it at the right height ensures enough illumination while keeping the view unobstructed. Since the dining and TV areas lacked zoning, we're adding a partition in the middle. This helps define each space while still keeping an open and harmonious look. If your home lacks proper zoning, you can also apply this technique to make different areas feel more structured and intentional. And now, let's take a look at how the dining area turned out after these changes. Now, let's move on to the kitchen. Here's the mood board for this space. The previous setup had the kitchen positioned along the upper left side, and it will remain in this location because it keeps the workflow efficient and maximizes counter space. But there is no dedicated space for the refrigerator, so we will remove this wall to extend the counter layout and create enough room for it. We'll keep the L-shaped layout because it provides the best storage and keeps everything within easy reach. Let's start with the cabinetry, which plays a huge role in both storage and style. The lower cabinets have a smooth, handle-free design in a soft beige finish, keeping the space clean and seamless. These provide plenty of storage while maintaining a light and airy feel. The upper cabinets feature a mix of solid and glass front panels, allowing for both hidden storage and open display. The glass doors help create a more open look, while the soft lighting inside enhances the overall ambiance. Next, let's talk about the countertop and backsplash. The white marble countertop keeps the space bright and clean. Then, for the backsplash, a matching marble slab makes the design feel calm and natural while also being easy to clean, great for daily use. On the left side, a tall cabinet houses the refrigerator, keeping it tucked in and making the space feel neat. On the right side, a black undermount sink is placed under the counter. The matte black faucet matches the other details and gives a balanced look. Then, placing the black freestanding electric range near the sink makes food preparation easier since everything is within reach. Above it, a black range hood blends with the upper cabinets and helps keep the air fresh while cooking. A wood track light above the kitchen gives direct lighting where needed. Then, under cabinet lighting adds a soft glow, making the space feel cozy and welcoming. And small decor pieces like ceramic vases, potted plants, and kitchen essentials are placed carefully to keep the space homey without looking cluttered. Then, there's still an empty space between the kitchen and the living area, so we'll add a console table to serve as extra storage. And above it, you can mount a mirror to make the space feel brighter and more open. For decor, you can place a vase with greenery to bring in a natural touch. Then, adding a table lamp will create a warm and cozy feel, especially in the evenings. What do you think of this addition? Let me know in the comments. This is a quick look at how this area turned out. Let's now take a tour of the complete makeover. If you have any comments or suggestions, feel free to share them in the comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe.